tell us a little bit about your beautiful classic property parked in New York.
Historic property. It's been 50 plus years, what I call the center of the universe of New York City. So a lot of people come to New York City and they want to stay near the park because it feels safe and secure. We have very interesting outlets in the hotel. The food and beverage experience really speaks to the soul of the property. We turned that into an indoor-outdoor lounge and rooftop, 500 feet up in the air above the park.
So can you think of any funny story, that unusual request you got from a client?
We had one of those scenarios with a family that was staying in one of our top suites. They forgot their stuffed animal. And there's a bit of a motif in the hotel. We exchanged the teddy bear for a rabbit.
Hi guys, my name is Sudhanshu Jaipuria from Luxury Cloud Podcast, and I'm super excited because I have someone really special from a special hotel from all the way from United States of America, Mr. Robin Flanz, the Director of Sales and Marketing of Park Lane Hotel, New York. So welcome, Mr. Flanz, to India.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, so is this your first time? Tell us about your experience in India so far.
Absolutely the first time. So I think it's great to be here. Wasn't sure what to expect. People have been warm and friendly, and a lot of people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But a beautiful country, and everyone. I think the kindness and how warm everybody is what really stands out. So,
yeah.
Pleasure being here.
No, fantastic. I mean, we are very excited that you've accepted our request to be here on the podcast. Tell us a little bit about your beautiful classic property parked in New York.
Sure, absolutely. Park Lane, New York is historic property. It's been there for 50 plus years. Great location, right on Central Park South, adjacent to the Plaza Hotel, which is very famous. Everyone knows that. So close to Fifth Avenue and Central Park and all what I call the center of the universe of New York City. So it's great. But the history of the hotel, it's been around again for 50 years. It was part of the Helmsley family's hotel, so they had that in the Palace Hotel, and Mrs. Helmsley was quite famous in New York, and she actually lived in the building. So to be able to help reposition the hotel that we renovated during COVID and redesigned and repositioned the property, and taking some of her history of as a hotelier in New York, there's a mystique to it. And we take a lot of pride in the new products, and her apartment was on the 46th and 47th floors, and that's actually where some of our top suites are, as well as our rooftop.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, I mean, New York has so many luxury properties, and I'm sure it must be challenging to keep up on a daily basis with the competition. So what is something unique that you can tell us which actually interests the Indian clients to come there, or even clients from from other countries?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a busy place when it comes to luxury products. In general, there's so many hotels in the city, but I think as had clients tell me in the past, like yourself, stay in your lane and try to be who you are. So I think when we redesigned the hotel, same designer of the hotel did the Park Hyatt and the Four Seasons downtown, Jabba Fuchelberg. So they're very well renowned. And part of the ethos was to bring Central Park into the hotel. The hotel was very classic in its design, and could have been anywhere in the world. Now it has a center. There's a lot of natural motifs in the property, and in the case goods they designed, some of the wall coverings, some of the murals in the hotel. They depict a lot of scenes from the park, and it gives it definitely its own theme, its own branding. So that's been something very special to bring to the market. And the other side of it is we're a little bit more playful, a little more whimsical. We're a little more luxury with a slight tinge of lifestyle. So a lot of people come to New York City and they want to stay near the park because it feels safe and secure, but then they want to go downtown and have a city experience. So part of the theming of the hotel when we redesigned it was to bring a little bit of downtown, uptown, which nobody else offers. So we have very interesting outlets in the hotel. The food and beverage experience really speaks to the soul of the property. That's where a lot of people spend time gathering, friends, business associates. So we've made sure that those were interesting. So Mrs. Helmsley's apartment had a pool upstairs, and we turned that into an indoor-outdoor lounge and rooftop, 500 feet up in the air above the park. No one else offers that. We have Rose Lane on the ground level, which there wasn't a bar there originally. Now there's a bar in the main lobby. It brings a lot of energy to the lobby. We do some music there once in a while. It has outdoor space as well in a lane called Rose Lane. It's actually an outdoor space. And we operate both of those, and then we have a small restaurant called Calvert's, named after Calvert Vaux, who designed Central Park.
Wow.
That has a bar in there as well, and it's a 40-seat restaurant. So we're not trying to feed everybody.
Yeah.
New York has so much to offer, but we want to make sure when guests are in the hotel and they want to experience who we are,
yes,
we can kind of translate that story through the food and beverage experience.
Wow, fantastic. And so I'm sure you have all these high-end guests. So can you think of any funny story, that unusual request you got from a client, and how did you handle that? I mean, I'm sure it's New York, so all kinds of people come to your property.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of things when it comes to, either interesting food and beverage stories, or a family coming with a child who forgot their teddy bear. And we had one of those scenarios with a family that was staying in one of our top suites called the Belvedere Suite, and it's named after Belvedere Castle in the park. And they forgot their stuffed animal. And there's a bit of a motif in the hotel with rabbits.
I've had this situation at home as well, when I take my child on the highway and suddenly like, oh, I forgot my little teddy, and then you almost turn back.
You almost turn back, but it's a long way to turn back, right, when you're from here. So, but we have throughout the hotel, every hotel in New York has a stuffed animal or an icon they have, and ours is a rabbit. So there's some rabbits throughout the hotel, tastefully done. So we exchanged the teddy bear for rabbit. So we made sure that at least during the separation period, there was some comfort there for them. So.
Wow, fantastic.
And the rabbit's name is Belvedere, so Mr. Belvedere. So
wow, that's really, really fantastic. And any hacks that you recommend to get a VIP treatment or get a fantastic deal in your property that you recommend? I mean, of course, the audience know that we are preferred platinum members, and they can get benefits when they book through us. But generally speaking, what is a good time to come to New York to get a great deal and actually enjoy all the luxury?
Yeah, I think New York's interesting. I mean, there's so much cultural things to take in that don't really require the weather to be perfect. So, of course, our spring and fall seasons are actually the busiest time in New York. This time right now, we're sitting here in March. January, February, March are a little bit more economical for some people that are looking to spend more money on things to do than their hotel room. But in summer, it's quite busy in New York, but also a little bit more accommodating. So those periods are great. We offer some, fourth night free programs, that kind of thing. But obviously for the preferred partner program, we have some great amenities. With the rooftop is our inclusion for breakfast, and it's not offered to all of our guests. So that's a unique space in the morning. That's a sanctuary. It's in the wintertime it's covered and heated, and the summertime it's all opened up. I think that creates a really lovely sanctuary. We have a clay door concierge, so we try to also make sure that we can provide some interesting experiences. We have a partnership with Lincoln Center, so we're their primary hotel sponsor. So we can certainly provide and access to some of their culture and entertainment things in the summer and also in the winter. Complimentary through the concierge. So.
That's fantastic. But thank you so much, Mr. Flanz, for coming all the way and talking to us. And I'm excited because summers are coming up, and a lot of the audience are actually thinking and calling our offices, what is the right property? And I'm sure they've got a lot of nice, insightful things about your property and New York. So we'll help them to choose.
Please, and have them come enjoy our outdoor spaces in the summer. It's a great place to be.
Absolutely, and thank you so much.